Kubor nakaslem jong unong san Hima.
Kementri Sorkar badai pet katanat ke Koit ke Khiah ke kong amperin lingdo kalau ong bakinong mikmat kidai ki bakong santam balada amsyem ya kebenta jong ki MLA kum kinong mikmat anam lak satya ban poisha katong halor ke Koit ke Khiah. Habakanan bikinong tok kubor ke kong amperin kalau ong bagi tenat ki badai halor ke imlang ke saklang kum ketenat ke Koit ke Khiah bat ke kamrem haban pentikna bagi MLA ru ki Ïasnohkti ya ki kam ki balapen bed de ki bahalor. Habaya day bak review meeting bat ki MLA ke East Khasi Hills District ke kong amperin kalau ong baki MLA ki yarap ya ke Sorkar ban khmi bat ban pet ya ke emlang ke saklang bat ki long ru ki nong yalam ha ke sansnam na ke benta ke Sorkar. Ke kong amperin ke lay thu ru ba ke jingi kran ha pedang ki nong yalam bat ki nong mi khmat hinen ke sngi kalong ke basai so ki lay kran ru alor ke Ïasnohkti lang ban Kyntiew shu ya ke tenat ke Koit ke Khiah Khamtam ha ban penhe ki jaka sumar ki jaka bapher ka jingdan jing em ki dawai ki dashin ha ki constituency bagi mikmat bat kom ta ter ha ka juk kapor ka menteri Sorkar ka lai thuru ba ha ka bay de bat ka kamram ki MLA kin shim ya ka benta ban Kyntiew ka rap karyang ha ki constituency bapher ka ba ki mikmat bat kum juru ban aila ki pat nong shok shnong ba ka kamrap ka de ka we na kilat ban im jak po ha ka liang ka yo kam yo jam
in all these departments which are based on communities, the social departments like health and agriculture, you just have to make sure that everything that is being planned and executed by departments are also understood by the MLAs. MLAs are participating actively. MLAs are helping government to monitor. MLAs are very resourceful individuals, and very often they will be a very important guide for a complete 5-year plan on behalf of the government. So we had very fruitful interactions. Most of the MLAs, most of the time, don't even meet with their medical officers. So yesterday we had this meeting. It was a common platform between the legislators, the officials and the people on the ground, and we took many decisions that were going to be pro people. We made sure that MLAs are in touch with their medical officers with regard to infrastructure building. MLAs should be put on the loop for ensuring that adequate medicines are available at their health facility centers. MLAs should also be from time to time informed about the progress, the work done in their respective health centers, health facilities. So it was very fruitful. Then we also had a second meeting. It was a full day conference with MLAs. The second meeting we sat with the agriculture department. We appraised MLAs of various schemes, government plans, government programs, and progress of various projects. So very fruitful meeting, and I for one give my sincerest thanks to all the MLAs who have come to that meeting. I have almost completed my entire tour in the entire state. I finished Garo Hills, I finished Jylla Hills, I have finished Khasi Hills. Now I'm going to go to Koit district. I finished West Khasi Hills. So I've covered the entire state to understand the difficulties, the challenges, the expectations of legislators in as far as the provision of adequate health facilities, also providing enough opportunity for citizens to opt for agriculture as a lucrative employment option. So these are things which we need to do, and I'm so happy that wherever I have gone, there has been a keen response. Tomorrow is my last leg of tour where I will go and complete my entire all-state tour with the Riboy MLAs. I'll be sitting with the Riboy MLAs tomorrow. Hopefully we will also have some very fruitful discussions and debates. And I hope that after all of this, I will sit with all of this information. Then I will plan a roadmap of what are the priorities for the Department of Health, what are the priorities for the Department of Agriculture in the coming 5 years of this new term. If you don't do that, it will never... See, MLAs are the keys to the success of any intervention. MLAs will be the best monitors of all our facilities. And if you're not going to take on board the MLA, and if we don't leave aside our political affiliations on matters of health, matters of agriculture, I think we're not going to make any headway anywhere. After this, I will sit and I will share a 5-year roadmap for these two departments, which are very key departments in development of the state of Meghalaya.
Haga review meeting ko kong amperin kalaya thuru ba kaladon kejikran halor kejikpan klanya kijaka sumar. Kementeri Sorkar kala ainuk saru da kabaong bakilong kemi kiba armed kim dan kamsho ban wan shadu shanong ba shalong na kabanta banyo e kejing sumar ban khasuk ikun ibahakpo. Ti kumta haga review meeting laya kran banbu ikilat banbu ikijaka sumar kiba biang tam na kabanta kiba pang kiba shitam bad hagini kijaka sumar an panya dikitrashnong.
More PHCs than recommended by Indian standards. And in fact, we are short by health centers. Health centers are like dispensaries. They are like smaller versions of a PHC. And of course, the biggest version is the CHC. And then now we are also instituting what we call them the subdivisional hospitals. These are all the tertiary care centers of the state. How do you connect? A pregnant woman all the way from Ranikor ideally should not come all the way to Shillong for a medical treatment that is vital for safe birth of the mother. So now we are looking at Moklang being one of the FRUs for pregnant mothers. And we will have these kind of facilities. We will have a web of facilities so that we reduce the intake and the wastage of funds by citizens. If we can get there and convince a citizen of a certain region to remain within that region to get all the help they want, then I think we would have walked that extra mile that is so needed in the health system in the state of Meghalaya. This is something which I have learned in my journey throughout all the districts. And this is something which I know needs to get done. Whether it will get done in a big way, whether or not we will be able to fill in all these gaps is something to be seen. But we need to have a plan. You cannot go blindly across 5 years without reviewing what you need to do. So, health centers now are going to be managed by communities. That is a unique feature, unique character of the state of Meghalaya. We have seen during crisis times like the COVID that it is the health, it is the community leaders that actually contained health hazards for the people of the state of Meghalaya. So we will utilize these systems which are inherently there in the state, and we will allow community leaders to also help in ensuring that quality health is given to citizens of the state of Meghalaya. For example, why is the MMR and IMR rate so high in the state of Meghalaya? First thing is that hesitancy for institutional deliveries. But I'm very sure that if our community leaders can help us with these local DIEs, as we call them, these local birth providers, I think we will be able to do much better. I wish we would have centers in every 10 to 25 villages, where at least if a mother is hesitant to come for whatever cultural belief, social belief, mental peace of mind, at least mother should have a safe place for the child. And if we can have babies protected, many of our newborns are succumbing to issues which are related to birth. A child is born, child is not resuscitated on time, child develops a big pneumonia. From what I understand as a layman, Now this is something which should not have happened. We have delayed deliveries because of complicated pregnancies, high-risk pregnancies. Now these mothers don't even know the risk they put themselves at, the risk they put their children at. So with the Ashas and the different workers of the health department, if we can have a convergence. Right now everybody is doing things differently. So we need to converge. And MLAs are the key in all of this convergence plan.
How many such hospitals are?
Other facilities, you should go to Lauba. You know, it is supported by the Lafarge company and the CSR. State-of-the-art machines are available. Diagnostic centers are available. So these are things that we have to emulate. We have it happening right under our doors, right at our doorsteps. And I feel that if the MLAs can help us build this foundation, check and balance. Politics should be the furthest thing in our mind when it comes to healthcare. And I feel that if we can achieve that, we would have done a big favor to the system in the state of Meghalaya.
Ma'am, recently